Hey boys, I realized I never really talked to you guys about emissions. So this is a good example. Keep the hopes high. Figured I'd talk about it so y'all know what to expect as far as emissions. I keep bashing on them, but here you go. So pretty much this is a 16 with 200 something thousand on it. And the first issue this truck has ever had is the EGR cooler. It just blew it. So it needs a new EGR cooler. But for 200 plus K, that's pretty impressive, guys. From my experience, most EGR coolers go about $150 or 150,000. You need a new EGR cooler. What happens is they start leaking and you start losing coolant, and it doesn't go in your oil or anything. It just goes out the pipe, and well, seems like it went out the pipe. So far, the truck's doing good. But anyway, so as far as emission components, you know, just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown. That's the point of this video. Starting with the EGR valve, those are they're fine from the get-go, or they'll give you hell from the get-go. What I mean is I've seen trucks getting replaced by, like, you know, let's say 30,000. The guy's already went through an EGR cooler. And then you got guys with 300,000, they still running the same EGR cooler, you know. But EGR cooler, or excuse me, not EGR. EGR valves are usually not an issue, and if they are, they're from the get-go. EGR coolers, they're sitting in there, usually 150K. This guy's lucky, he has 200K. Now, going down the stream, you got the downpipe or whatever, then you got those two canisters under there. Let me show you. So, the first canister, and then the second canister. Ram had a recall about a year ago on the second canister. I can't really remember what it was, but to make a long story short, they had something going on with the second canister. But to sum it up for you, 200K, guys, those canisters are getting plugged, and they're getting plugged pretty good. I've seen trucks with 300K, or 350, sorry. I've seen, was it 350 or 360? Anyways, rounded off, 350K. The canisters were original, but that truck was gutless. So the guy needed to work on that. So there you have it, you know. What do you expect out of emissions? That's what you should, you know, guys. That's what we're seeing being over the road. 150 on the cooler. EGR is either the valve itself, they're fine or they're not. And let's just talk about cutoff being 350 as the whole system, you know. Valve, they usually find the cooler 150, 200,000 they go, like in this example, 200. That's really good. Usually it's like clockwork, 250 and they're done. And then those canisters by 350, they're gonna be plugged, and your truck's gonna be gutless. So that's the short gist how long the emissions last you. And that's the guy on the road. I can only imagine the guy that sits around town and idles all day will only be worse and get worse. Anyways, as always, may the Lord bless you and have a mighty fine day.